Hey people, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining, liking, subscribing, and all that jazz. Now, I was looking at a couple of video replays or reading some of the comments and some of the discussions on videos I've been making about New Zealand. Mike, who cares about New Zealand? Why would you even talk about New Zealand for? This is going back to 2012 and 2014 when we were exposing what was happening in New Zealand with unaffordability, cost of living, disappearing middle class, connecting the dots across the Commonwealth. We've been connecting the dots across the Commonwealth for over 12 years here on this channel and the previously banned channel and the other banned channels and all the banning that's been going on. Now, we even put a poll out there for you guys asking, which country, in your opinion, do you think will be the one to crash first? We put a poll out there, and number one came Australia. This was back in 2017. Australia came back number one. New Zealand came back number two. Canada came back number three. And then it was the UK and then the blue states of America were to fall or to crumble under the madness we've been seeing. And the madness has continued, and it's been out of control. And I've put my heart in New Zealand and the Kiwis and Australia because I knew what they're going, and it's an economic takeover, foreign investing, money laundering. Let's take a look at what's happening. Thank you for all the emails. Thank you for all the calls. And thank you, New Zealand, for sending me those cease and desists to not bring up your great leader. Well, we're going to bring her up. Bring it down. I'm at 1925 Quilchena Avenue if you want to send me another cease and desist. So there it is right there. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern to step down in February, won't run in October election. So there it is right there. The pendulum is swinging back. The truth is coming out. And obviously the mainstream media will not tell you the truth. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern will not seek re-election and plans to stand down later than early February. She said in a televised statement on Thursday, a general election will be held on October 14, she added. This summer, I hope to find a way to prepare for not just another year, but another term, but because this is what this year requires, a visible, emotional, Ardern said during a statement. I have not been able to do that. Okay, nobody cares. So here it is right there. So she's stepping down. Pendulum is swinging back. Things are not looking good. And if you want to hear that kind of discussion, you have to go join us on Mike in the Night. There's our last episode. I think we had a caller in from New Zealand on that episode of Mike in the Night. We take in callers. We've been doing this since 2017. So if you, across the Commonwealth, connecting the dots, boots on the ground. There's the episode right there, Mike of the Night 447, and you can get replays on Rumble. We were putting up our Mike of the Night replays on Rumble, and you guys could go ahead and check it out there. So what's going on? So here it is, and the build-up to it is pretty crazy. So Jacinda Ardern resigns as Prime Minister of New Zealand. This one goes on to say right here, asked how she would like New Zealanders to remember her and her leadership as an awesome who always tried to be kind. So, yeah, they're going to find ways, and we talked about this again on Mike in the Nights, where the pendulum starts to swing back and the narrative starts to fall apart. A lot of these people, we're going to start resignations and stuff, but a lot of these people, when they resign from government, they stay in government. They get the food and beverage job. A six-figure income, nice, comfortable, working for the state, the province, the municipality, whatever. They never leave. They're always there. They can't open their own business and try to sell toys and board games like I do, like I have been successfully for years. But lately, because of government hindrance, it's been putting shipping is expensive, everything's expensive, taxes going up. It's making it harder on the private citizen. I don't have the luxury to go get the food and beverage job making $600,000 a year. There it is right there. And this one here, CNN's reporting it. And you're going to see a lot of resignations coming. As time goes, you'll start seeing more and more resignation. She showed it's time juggle young family and a demanding role and blah, blah, blah. You're not going to get the truth. So what have we been saying on our channel? So there it is. We've been talking about New Zealand. New Zealand housing crisis crashing. It's a small decline, but it's how it starts. And we've been talking about New Zealand housing prices set to double, and that's when foreign investing was going rampant and destroying. Housing deception, New Zealand pushing middle Kiwis into homelessness, housing affordability 3 years ago. New Zealand firefighters hold first ever strike There's the footage that was sent to us on Mike of the Night. Jacinda Ardern needs to go. New Zealand, a poverty crisis triggered by Chinese investors parking money, young families leaving 3 years ago. And they banned foreign investors there, which was a good thing. New Zealand using tents to house homeless. Jacinda Ardern, wake up, stop selling out your country. And it just keeps going on. New Zealand starter homes, $1 million, selling off its middle class to Chinese investors. It doesn't end. Look, Jacinda Ardern, thank you. New Zealand housing market severely unaffordable, no more middle class. It doesn't, look, 5 years ago, it doesn't end. Like, we've been covering New Zealand so closely because I believe New Zealand was going to be the petri dish testing ground of this whole thing that we'll be going through the last couple of years. Then people say Australia. More people now with Justin Trudeau are saying it's Canada. Then more people are saying. So in the comments, if you'd like, go ahead. We'll put up another poll. Let me know, in your opinion, which country in the Commonwealth and the blue states of America are included in that too. So are the ones that are going to fall the hardest, or you're going to start to see an increase in violence, higher taxes, because they're going to tax us to death, like I said. There it is right there. And let's go here. Look, if you type in, watch this one if you have time. Joe Pesci versus Jacinda Ardern. So if you get time, yeah, you're going to want to watch this one. I made that video there. And yeah, it just basically over and over. And it's falling apart. Now, she should be tried. And obviously, with this Mike of the Night discussion, I'm not going to go here with that because I'm not allowed to speak on YouTube with that. But I do want to let you guys know, we'll talk about this on Mike of the Night. We'll talk about this and get people's calls in. We'll get some people to call in from New Zealand to see what their sentiment is and how the last couple of years has affected them. And we already know that. But anyways, I want to know what you guys think. Was I wrong with, I all these years warning people in New Zealand, warning people of the destructive middle class, boots on the ground all over the Commonwealth, the voice of the Commonwealth, right here, Mike Martins. Looking forward to reading your comments below. Thanks for the emails, phone calls, and instant messages and all over. I really appreciate it, guys. It means a lot to me, especially when a hot topic like this comes up, but there's only very selective things we could say. Guys, I can't find the article, so if someone could go below and put the link into the article where Jacinda Ardern received an award, I think it's from the WEF or something for a couple of $1 million. I can't find it anymore. I think we covered that on Mike in the Night. I think it was 9 months ago. I can't find it. I can't find the article. I don't know why. So if you guys could grab that and maybe put it in the link in a link below so people could see it. I don't know where it is. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, very limited what we could say here. I'll see you guys on Mike in the Night, Saturday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.